last one ended a little bit disappointing. Let's see how this one does.
Solaced, telling from the scratch on your knee. You fell and got hurt in the process, and now you come crying to me. I catered for these circumstances, and hands carry needle and stitch in my pants. Don't worry, my dear, there is nothing to fear, just a stitch and a sew. Soon it's almost as new, and the cut will adhere. After all, you have to admit it is not as severe. Oh, I have needle and stitch right here. Take care or you'll end up scarred, my dear. I can't stand to watch children bleed.
Hello, bloke.
Well, don't give me that kind of look now. Just keep going on, soon you will see how everything will end well, though.
How did your string go?
Still may depend on your skill. I catered for these circumstances, and hands carry needle and stitch in my pants. But yet needle and thread can bear dangers instead. If you're clumsy and plump and all fingers and thumbs, it might just turn out bad, especially when it comes to delicate operations like that. Oh, I have needle and stitch right here.
Okay, 3 minutes for
Take
intro so
care
far.
or you'll end up scarred, my dear.
Normally you
I
expect a
can't
minute,
stand
maybe
to
30 seconds.
watch children bleed.
This has been going on for over 3 minutes.
I guess I should revise my statement. The wound is not going to heal. Forget about all that I said and work harder on your stitching skill. I catered for these circumstances, and hands carry needle and stitch in my pants. Now you pay the bill for your lack of skill, and please do stop crying and mourning and sighing. Don't weep like a whelp that is painfully dying. I merely was trying to
Morning,
help.
Joe. How you going?
Oh, I have needle and stitch right here. Take care or you'll end up scarred, my dear. I can't stand to watch children bleed.
Yeah.
Hello, dear friends of adventure games. The spyware we installed on your computers tells me that many children are sitting at their screens again tonight. That's why I'll refrain from telling you the story that I had actually prepared for you. Of course,
Hey, Grog.
that's a real shame. It would have been such a good story.
Entertaining
I don't-
explosions, a giant robotic opossum.
but also with many offensive expressions and an inordinate amount of excessive violence. The story that I'll tell you instead has a slightly different flavor.
I don't think it's
about
part 2.
Lily, the most virtuous child in the entire world. And it begins in the courtyard of a small, sleepy convent school. Not too far from the place where the giant robotic opossum is sucking the brains of innocent bystanders out through their eye sockets. But enough of that. It's a beautiful, sunny day, and Lily is raking the leaves in the yard with a cheery tune on her lips.
La la la, la la la.
Lily, how many times do I have to tell you not to sing while working? You know very well that I hate the sound of cheerful children. These children are driving me crazy.
Possibly. But that took 6 minutes.
Oh, there you are. Is that Moloch making you rake leaves again?
Uh-huh.
How boring. And so unnecessary, too. The leaves all drift back onto the path anyway. You should just come with me instead. I'm on a treasure hunt right now, you know? Well, it's your decision. You can always come to the swing tree later, when you're done here. I think I found something in the flower beds over there. Until then, see ya!
It might be, but
There are frequent reports of accidents caused by the mishandling of computer games. To minimize the risk of a crippling deformity, we recommend that you strictly comply with all of the following safety guidelines. Do you want to play the tutorial?
I'm triggered. He's talking about my crystal deformity.
You've decided to play the tutorial. That's very smart of you. And because you paid attention, you also know that with all these leaves here, the convent garden needs a good raking. Lily has already picked up the rake. Accordingly, the cursor now shows the picture of a rake. To discover the spots where Lily can rake, simply press the space bar. Why don't you just try it out right now? Would you look at that? The red eyes show which items can be used. Apparently, there are 3 piles of leaves that Lily can use with the rake. Just move the cursor over one of the piles until the name of the item appears next to it. You can now make the move with a left mouse click. But be careful, accidents can happen so quickly. Hot diggity! You've taken the first step without giving anyone a deep flesh wound. But your work isn't done yet. Finish the task for Mother Superior. It can't be that hard, can it?
Oh god, he keeps triggering me with these... picking on my conditions. Oh.
What's that noise outside? Oh, it's unbearable! Lily, now I've had it up to here. I guess I overestimated you once again. You're not even fit to rake leaves. It doesn't matter. I have 2 new tasks for you. The flower beds in the backyard have to be dug up again. Can you manage that? Uh-huh. I doubt it, but we'll see. And while you're in the backyard, the swing tree is infested by termites. Come up with something to get rid of them for good. So, one more time, for the really clueless. First, dig up the flower beds. Second, get rid of the termites infesting Swing Tree. You'll be very sorry if you don't do a good job.
Lily has finished raking. She's no longer holding the rake in her hand, but she's still got it with her. If you would like to use it again, you can find it in Lily's inventory. Move the mouse cursor to the lower right edge of the screen to open the inventory. Be careful you don't get your finger caught. Amputations are such unhappy affairs. Good. Now, click on the rake symbol with the left mouse button to pick up the rake again. You can now use the rake with other objects at any time, even with other inventory items. When you're done, use the right mouse button to carefully put the rake back into the inventory.
This hadn't been very effective, but Lily still felt that she had gotten much closer to her goal.
Now that Lily has been relieved of her first task, it's time to get familiar with the basic game mechanics. Press the left mouse button to send Lily wherever you want. Whenever Lily can leave a location, the cursor changes into an arrow. First, follow Edna in the backyard. The exit can be found at the right edge of the monitor, but be careful, that there arrow is sharp.
It's actually a lot better than the last
When
one.
doing garden work, remember, stay alert. The cursor changes whenever Lily can interact with an object. Most objects can be examined. If so, an eye will appear on the right half of the cursor. Click with the right mouse button to execute this action. Why don't you try it on the compost barrel?
The yard waste was rotting away leisurely in the composting bin. A paradise for maggots and spiders. Lily couldn't stop watching the fascinating activity in there.
There are many items that you can interact with. Whenever an item can be used, a corresponding symbol is shown in the left half of the cursor. For example, you could suggest that Lily uses the tie swing, but whether that is really such a good idea.
Lily would have loved to have played on the completely harmless tire swing. That's why she immediately climbed on the termite-infested tree. At least she would have done that, but apparently she preferred the risk of getting into deep trouble as soon as the players signed off.
Luckily, that turned out well. Next to the hand that stands for use, take, and eat drink is also a speech bubble for talk. The computer automatically selects the right icon. This ensures that Lily neither puts her hand in a hornet's nest nor eats thumbtacks. Seeing as you're already here, have a chat with Lily's friend Edna. She will certainly be pleased.
Edna was Lily's best friend. She always knew how to cheer up Lily. For example, by sabotaging the brakes on the mailman's bicycle.
Hey, Lily, did you finally get out of doing your stupid raking chore? Very good. Then you finally got time to go treasure hunting with me? What? Did you get even more chores to do? That's so unfair. But maybe we can still find a way for you to help me. That would be cool.
Lily can discuss various topics. These are displayed as symbols at the bottom of the screen. The meaning of each symbol is displayed when you move the mouse over them. Any dialogue can be ended with the red X at any time. First, select the topic, Chores Assigned by Mother Superior.
What do you have to do for Mother Superior now? And don't tell me you have to scrape off her warts with a pumice stone again. I'm still finding crumbs in our bunk from last time.
Lily can sometimes expand on a topic. In this case, she can talk about her 2 new tasks. But you can also use the arrow to return to the first level of dialogue and choose another topic. return to the first level and end the dialogue with X to close the tutorial. Or you can talk a while with Edna. I can't teach you anything more anyway. Have fun playing.
She told you to get rid of the termites on the swing tree, right?
Uh-huh.
It was just a question of time. Does she even realize how hard it was to collect them all? I even broke into the firefighters museum to get the large red ones. And then all the trouble I went to teaching them tricks. They can already do a polonaise if you lay a trail of jelly. I wanted to teach them the cha-cha next. What the hell. Maybe you can relocate them instead of blasting them out, or whatever else it was you had planned. I'd even help you, but I've run out of jelly. Wait, Lily. This is an especially hard spot. Oh, what a drag. This is ruining all my calluses. And it took me so long to nurture them. These flower beds could really use some digging.
Uh-huh.
Don't tell me that's exactly what Mother Superior ordered you to do.
Uh-huh.
But that's fabulous. And you'll be able to help me dig up the treasure after all. You don't even have a choice. You've been kind of told to by the Lord. All we still need is a shovel. Are you still worried about the termites? I'd really love to help you, but unfortunately, I don't have any more jelly to lure the little darlings someplace else. But when we've found the treasure, we can buy ourselves a whole jelly factory, or even better, a honey farm. I think honey is much cooler than jelly anyway. It sticks to the bottoms of your shoes better. And if we had a honey farm, we could also train the bees. Maybe there's still a chance for my project, Peepholes for the Great Wall of China, after all. The shovel, Lily. We'll never dig up the treasure without a shovel. I don't know where we can find a shovel either. I'd imagine they're kept in the cellar. Now we just need to find a way to get down into the cellar. You can't walk through walls by any chance, can you? We really have to teach you how to do that one of these days. But first you should concentrate on the shovel. It has top priority. I'm sure you're dying to know how the treasure hunting's going, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, to be honest, not so great. The ground is just too hard. I doubt I'll be able to find anything here without a shovel. But I already have lots of cool dirt under my fingernails, and I even swallowed a slug by accident. A small consolation from Mother Nature. Mother Superior is having a bad day again, isn't she?
Uh-huh.
That wasn't hard to guess. The last good day she had was when everyone got mumps. I've rarely heard her laugh so hard. Don't let her annoy you too much, okay?
There you go, shovel.
A shovel! That's exactly what Lily needed. But she'd never get to it from here.
Air hammer, that would work better.
The cellar door could only be opened with the correct key. Lily's fellow student Freeman was bent over the edge of the well. If he moved forward just a little more, he'd fall in, just like in Lily's favorite book. The idea was good, but Lily's arms were too short. Lily liked bees. Their buzzing was so sweet, and they were always so busy collecting honey. And if you look closely, you could even see their stingers twinkle cheerfully in the sunlight.
Hey, get lost! Go find another place to play.
How sweet. Apparently, Freeman was worried about Lily. Maybe he wanted to make sure she wouldn't fall into the well. Lily wasn't allowed into the convent until the gardening had been done. Hopefully it wouldn't start hailing again. Too bad. The faucet was dry. Where could the hose lead to? Lily would have also made a good bush. She could stand on the sidelines for hours without anyone noticing her. Lily was excited. Where could the hose lead to? What a surprise! The hose led to a thing.
Lily, turn that off immediately.
The swing tree was crawling with termites. Why did Mother Superior dislike these cute little animals so much?
Lily, turn that off immediately.
In Lily's experience, everything in the world could be divided into things that had to be pumped and things that didn't have to be pumped. This fell into the second category.
Oh, Lily. I thought somebody was there. Don't bug me. I'm busy. Didn't I tell you to leave me alone?
Hey, bloke.
Something is down there in the well. I can see something sparkling. Oh man, I hope it's the key to the cellar. That would be so gumbo.
Howdy, Denny.
What you up to?
I didn't press the button, did I?
No.
Pissing people off on Facebook. Well, pissing off the local dog shelter on Facebook, and about to take the puppy out, and stuff and things. Oh, same Mike. Last one sounded crap. Same Mike. I've had this mic for like a fucking year and a half. Did you get new headphones?
So, Grog, what do you think of the picture?
Let me guess. You don't know what gumbo is, right? Oh, Lily, you're just hopelessly square. Guys as cool as me say that's totally gumbo. Or, that gumbos. But you're just lame. Totally ungumbo.
Yes, the picture I linked.
Don't don't you have anything to do? Isn't there something you're supposed to be doing for Mother Superior?
In the chat.
I knew it. You're such a loser for getting constantly stuck with those jobs. What is it this time? Do you have to alphabetically sort the compost again? Or remove the hair from her back? Don't tell me. You're supposed to get rid of the termites on the swing tree, right? Uh-huh. Well, good luck. The swing tree's made of sweet licorice, and termites are known for going crazy over candy. You'll never manage it.
I need to get that bee down.
Let me guess. You have to dig up the flower beds, right? Uh-huh. Well, good luck. That's gonna take forever with your little girly hands. But don't think I'll lend you a shovel when I get into the cellar. That is, unless you do want to help me get the key from the bottom of the well. That's what I thought. Because it's forbidden, right? Oh man, Lily. You're so straight, it's a miracle anyone can tell you apart from the trees. Is this gonna be another one of your lectures about law and order at the convent? I'm so interested. We're not allowed in the cellar. Jeez, Lily, you're like a broken record. We can't do this. We can't do that. Don't drink motor oil. Don't play with the electrical sockets. Really know how to spoil all the fun. No wonder no one likes you. What now? Can't you see I'm busy with the well? Or did your oh-so-great Mother Superior forbid that too? Uh-huh. Oh yeah? That just proves how absurd adults' rules are.
You can't have adultery without an adult.
What, you're still here? Don't creep around like that. I almost fell in the well from fright. Oh, how cute. Are you worried about me now, or what? Don't worry, I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna climb down into the well. But not because Mother Superior has forbidden it, just because it really is too dangerous. Although... Really, Lily, stop talking so much. Unless, of course, you have an idea how I can get the cellar key. Just think of all the things I could do with it. I hear that awesome stuff is stored down there. Not just junk like shovels and brushes and all that. I'm talking about real treasures.
Mother Superior. Since then, she only painted in black. Mother Superior didn't allow Lily to paint her things in bright colors. Since then, she only painted in black. Luckily, that was tolerated. Even if Mother Superior had no faith in her, Lily knew how to use a garden hose. And definitely not like that.
Hey, get lost! Go find another place to play.
How sweet. Apparently, Freeman was worried about Lily.
Hey, get lost! Go find another place to play.
How sweet. But maybe... When Lily returned to the well, Freeman was gone.
Lily, turn that off immediately. Lily, turn that off immediately.
I do admit it looks better than the first one.
Oh, what's going on? Lily, no! Go away, go away! I'm allergic!
Oh no. Clumsy Lily had actually dropped the bee's nest into the well. The bees didn't like it too much either. Their buzzing sounded different than usual.
Lily, have you completely lost your mind? Turn that off immediately. But did I not tell you exactly what you should be doing? I just can't believe you keep finding new ways to disappoint me.
Lily didn't understand what she had done wrong. Freeman was a little grumpy, sure, but he looked so funny with those red dots and yellow honey stains. There was no way this could last long.
Lily, thanks a lot for your great help. You really did a fantastic job. If I can ever help you... Oh, you want the cellar key, but of course not. What in the world are you thinking? You're the one who got me to go into the well. It's your fault that I fell in. But instead of helping me get out, you throw a beehive on my head and nearly drown me. Look at me. I'm wet, covered in bee stings, and smeared from head to toe with honey. I know everyone thinks you're sweet and harmless, but you're actually a walking disaster. You can definitely forget about the key. You keep away from me.
This is not gonna end well, is it?
The compost bin was the ideal place to move the termites to. Lily started right away. So far, the plan had worked well. Maybe a little too well. The termites were now following Lily's spilled honey back into the courtyard.
No, don't! Get away!
Strange sounds were drifting towards her from over there. It was probably the termites celebrating their new home.
This does not sound good.
Freeman had now left for good, but at least the termites had found a new home on the bench. And as if that weren't reason enough to be happy, they had been joined by one of those funny gnomes that Lily sometimes saw around. It looked like the termites had found a new home. And one of the gnomes that Lily saw now and then was in the process of painting it in various colors. Too bad that Freeman was no longer here. He would probably have liked it too. Mother Superior had strictly forbidden the children from playing in the cellar. On the other hand, Lily had a task to finish. A shovel! That's exactly what Lily needed. got along great with Doris, the lunch lady. That's why she knew Doris would start throwing knives if anyone messed up her pantry.
Yay! You found a shovel! Oh, Lily, you're the best. Let's not waste any time and dig up the treasure.
And Edna and Lily began digging out what they thought was a treasure chest.
That's quite a treasure chest. It looks like it might have belonged to some space pirates once. So what? They were space pirates from World War II. Who cares? What's more important is that they left us their treasure. Come on, let's open it. I'm so excited. Yippee! You did it! And what's that supposed to be? Those space pirates must have led a pretty miserable life if this was their most precious treasure. Well, at least we have a fabulous chest, and I already have an idea what we can do with it. We'll bury our own treasure. Do you have anything on you?
Hello, Veronica.
Some wool from embroidery class? Wow, that's perfect! Our friendship ribbon, the string that ties us both together, so to speak. Come on, put it in there. Now we just have to bury the chest again and...
Lily! Where did that brat disappear to now? Lily!
That's Mother Superior. What does she want now? We should check before she explodes. You have to be careful, you know?
That took much too long for my liking. Is everyone finally here?
Freeman is missing, Mother Superior.
Say nothing more! Your lack of discipline has reached a level that I can no longer tolerate. From now on, all games on the convent grounds are forbidden. And until further notice, there will be no more dessert, and bedtime will be moved up by an hour. And in case you're wondering, it is the bad behavior of one specific student that has led me to take these measures. In my helplessness, I even decided to call on an expert for help. He's a renowned psychologist who will restore discipline and order here in the convent. The examination will take place this evening. The doctor will drive the mischief out of you once and for all. And I can guarantee this much. It won't be a pleasant experience.
A psychological examination? Oh, Lily, I'm sure this is all about me. I desperately need a plan. Meet me near the beds. I'll need your help.
That's why the easiest one to initially start is the Federation builders.
You have the rest of the day off to think about what you've done wrong. I'd better not hear that you've used the time to create more mischief. And, Lily, I'm expecting you in my office. Now! I'm very disappointed in you, Lily. Can you ever do anything right? Ugh. Not another word. Your constant excuses just make me even angrier. And now just don't stand around like an idiot. Well, get a move on. Feed the cat. Can't you see how emaciated Lumpy has gotten again? Oh, stupid child!
In most cases, it's best just to try and go for a white piece if you're doing that. Okay. Cat food. Basically, no one wins anything.
What on earth are you doing? Bad, Lily. Very, very bad. You should really know that Lumpy doesn't eat regular cat food. But you've disappointed me for the last time. Here's the recipe for the right cat food. Bring it to Doris, the lunch lady. It contains exact instructions for preparing Lumpy's food. Doris can also find my lunch order for today on there too. Do you understand? And now, get out. I have to prepare for Dr. Marcel's arrival. I'm hoping that his new method of correcting character flaws will save me this kind of trouble in the future.
It really depends on how you can push it.
Lily felt miserable. Maybe Mother Superior was right, and this character correction would make everything better. The thought made Lily shudder. She had heard stories about Dr. Marcel. Dreadful stories. She should tell Edna the news.
Dr. Marcel, you say? This confirms my worst suspicions. The doctor and I still have an old score to settle. I'm sure he's coming because of me. Lily, I can't stay here any longer. I'm going to leave the convent and go into hiding for a while. There's just one catch. That guy Garrett, who's constantly lurking around. I think he's spying on us for Mother Superior. So long as he keeps poking his nose into everything, I can't move freely. Do you think you can find a way to keep him off me for a while? Oh, Lily, you're such a gem. What would I do without you?
That's why it's better to destroy their fleets. Engage their fleets in separate locations and then just basically pick them apart. Once you've destroyed the fleets, then you can start picking on the planets. Because you can split your fleets.
Didn't have any talent. Mother Superior only allowed her to embroider crosses and lines. But Lily could barely manage even those and often received a scolding. Lily didn't know what to do with all these brand new marbles. Up until then, she had always played marbles with severed dolls' heads. At least they had talked to her while she played. Lily had always thought Shy was very pretty, much prettier than herself. But cutting off a girl's hair while she was sleeping so that you could use it to make yourself a wig just wasn't right. That's why Lily returned each night to her bunk without actually doing anything.
Shibuya power! Shibuya power! Volcano Pananoka! Shiny rainbow Miyazaki! Shing! Shing!
What the fuck?
Shibuya power! Shibuya power!
Shit, girl, you're so clueless about trends. Just look at how you dress. Don't you know that Shibuya and only Shibuya is hot right now? Where's your glitter? Where are your Japanese accessories?
Miyorushi sparkle! Miyorushi sparkle! Shing! Shing!
Oh man, you're really out of it, Lily. Why are you gawking at my hairdo? Don't tell me you've got your eye on my original Marushu Naoki hairpin. Can you believe it, Shy?
Don't believe, just know. The warriors of light see with the power of love.
Just who does she think she is? Hiroyoshi Superfrog's arch enemy Soki Nuroshi Mayayoki Hagatsu?
Down with the dark forces. Trust in the elf magic of the glitter dust.
Exactly. Everyone knows that a real Shibuya girl will only part with her hairpin if it's a real emergency, and only if facing death.
Miyorushi sparkle! Mystical spirit of the wolf! Mystical spirit of the wolf! Kamanukri! Shing!
And anyway, what even makes you think we'll let you have any of our personal things? You haven't launched any radical paramilitary campaigns or done anything to help destroy the state.
We can't let the dark forces win!
Plus, you've never helped us destroy the school.
Does being warriors of the light really mean we have to destroy the school? It seems a little too hardcore to me.
But Riot Girl does it too! On page 31 in volume 453, she puts one of Nagayuzu's detonators in the teacher's lounge when the dark forces kidnap Musushi Rainbow.
Shibuya is cool! Miyorushi sparkle!
Why don't they give you a hand if it's multiplayer?
Suka was the most popular girl at the convent school. Lily would have stopped at nothing to gain her respect. But since Suka wasn't looking anyway, Lily refrained at the last moment. Garrett was already there. Lily watched how her slippery fellow student disappeared into the chapel. After him!
Who do we have here then? Creepy Lily. How did it go with Mother Superior?
Leave her alone, Shawnee.
Only if she admits that all this trouble is her fault. We're not getting any dessert? That's right, Memphis. And we can't play outside anymore either. Is it asking too much to want to know why?
Stop picking on her. You don't really think that Lily, of all people, has done something wrong, do you? She's just not cool enough for that.
Exactly. She's such a good girl. She rakes, she cleans, she cooks. It's disgusting and dangerous because somehow it always ends in a disaster. Isn't that right, Lily? Ever since you came to the convent, it's been one strange accident after another. I hardly dare get out of bed anymore. But none of this is your fault, is it? After all, you only do what you're told. I'm sure you're even running an errand for Mother Superior right now. Let's see what you've got there.
Shawnee!
Aha! I knew it! A recipe from Mother Superior. Well, I think I'll hold on to it for now. Let's see how Mother Superior likes having to wait for her food. And this time, our sweet Lily can face the music all by herself. Let's go, guys. We're off.
You're impossible.
What's this? Where had Garrett gone? The chapel didn't have a second exit. Lily spent a lot of time in the confession booth. Only she knew what she mumbled during those long hours. At least ever since the father who took her confessions had died of a heart attack. The carving showed a begging monk with conspicuously empty hands. But something was missing. Dignity, for example, but something else too.
Please stay off the slabs, okay? You're interfering with my research.
Sleep well.
Frank was completely occupied with the stone slabs. The cross looked very unstable. Lily thought it would make much more sense to simply place it upside down.
Wait. No, nothing. I thought I detected a resonance echo in the floor. And where there's a resonance echo in a floor, the hollow space can't be far. A crypt. Or a hidden pool salon for Templars with outrageously hip hairstyles.
What?
Your question is completely justified. What would Templars be doing in a pool salon? It's just one of the countless mysteries surrounding the Templars. Where did they come from? Where did they go? Did they get a group discount ticket for their journey? And who was their hairstylist? There is just one answer to all these questions. The Great Church Conspiracy. And we can be certain that the evidence
I don't know why you whisper me when I'm streaming.
Stone slabs. If only I had
And
the
I
right
have all the
tool
Fallout
to dig
games.
it up. Find it. Shh, for a second. Oh, great. If there's just been a landslide in the Templar's subterranean crypt, then now I've missed it. How the hell are you supposed to uncover church conspiracies if you keep getting interrupted? Just the constant stream of people going to confession is getting on my nerves. But compared to you, they're as quiet as church mice. I have no idea who they are. They creep into the confession booth and only come out when it gets too noisy for them. All that will be over with as soon as I have the right tool for my excavation anyway. Sorry, Lily, but I'm just not interested in small talk. All I care about are church conspiracies.
I don't even answer Steam messages while I'm streaming.
There's a lot to talk about there, but unfortunately, most of it's secret. And without the right tool, I won't be able to uncover the secret. So either you go and get me the tool I need, or you just leave. That would be fine with me too. Shh! You're destroying the holy illuminescence of the stone slabs. And if they lose their illuminescence, they certainly won't be in the mood to reveal their secret anymore. And there's no doubt that they have a secret. I know Templar symbols when I see them. Where there are Templars, a secret crypt with details on church conspiracies can't be far. If only I had the right tool to drill them out. Then, all I'd need to know is which slab to drill under to get my hands on the church conspiracy. If it's one that has a neck, because there are those with a neck and those without.
Lily was impressed. Everything Frank said made sense.
So they're both insane.
Ah, very good. That's exactly what I need. Now, if I only knew where to drill. But such knowledge was probably lost long ago. No one is old enough to still remember the age of the Templars. Otherwise, I'm sure I'd have long since had that church conspiracy by the scruff of its neck. Oh well, I'll just start.
Damn, how am I supposed to work with all this noise? Hey, Frank! Frank! Ah, what the hell?
Lily had to confess that she was once again completely lost. A surveillance room. That was the hard evidence that Garrett was spying for Mother Superior. A surveillance room.
And? Are you making progress? Cool. So you've been working on your imitating animal voices number. You can tell me about it later, okay? First, we have to get rid of Garrett. I'm sure he's spying for Mother Superior. Before you say anything, I thought of something else. I think Garrett has a secret hiding place in the chapel. Yeah, a kind of listening station in the confession booth. This should prove once and for all that he's spying for Mother Superior. The question is whether we can somehow use this knowledge against him.
Lily actually had an idea. She would lock Garrett in his secret room. She could hardly wait to tell her best friend all about it.
Wait, I know. What if we locked Garrett in his secret surveillance room? Just pretend you want to give confession, and when he's in his hiding place, wham! Our trap will snap shut on him. Oh, don't be sad, Lily. I'm sure you'll come up with a good idea next time. But for now, let's get to work. It was my plan, so now you have to set it in motion.
Why is it called Edna and Harvey if you're playing someone else?
Not so loud. Dr. Marcel's ears are everywhere. If you listen closely, you can even hear the wind blowing in his ear hairs. That guy is no joke, but you know the rumors, so watch out for him. He is evil. Evil. Wait a minute. What's that? Do you hear those noises too? I think someone's drilling inside the chapel. It's probably just Frank looking for evidence of a church conspiracy again. Dang! That could ruin our plans. If Garrett can't listen in on you, we won't be able to lock him in his hiding place. You have to think of something to get rid of Frank. Did you happen to find the plans for my time machine? They weren't finished yet anyway. How big is the microwave oven in the school cafeteria? Forget it. That won't work. And all my other ideas are a little complicated. We don't have time for them. I guess the easiest thing to do would be to help him with his search. Once Frank has found what he's looking for, he'll hopefully stop drilling.
It was hopeless. Edna's balloon was hanging out of reach. The chandelier was dangling out of reach on a chain, going all the way to the tower. This always made the children want to swing from it without ever being able to. Lily had always liked the large painting in the main hall. It showed a dining table after a big meal, with a man in the center who had found the last cookie. Lily giggled at the thought that he would eat it all by himself, no matter how much the others begged.
Do you not understand the last stuff I did?
Each mask had 2 tiny holes for screws. Not even Lily's fingers could fit in there. Each mask had 2, not even The mask was tightly screwed into the wall. But did that also mean that one wasn't allowed to take it?
No, it only means you have to find the right tools. Something small enough to loosen the screws.
Oh, what luck! Lily was relieved. The mask was tightly screwed, but did that also...
No, something...
Oh, what... The chandelier's chain was attached by just 1 screw. Mother Superior usually made her tea over the fire of the outside fireplace. There seemed to be some kind of bracket up on the wall, but Lily couldn't continue without more light. Mother Superior had forbidden Lily from eating the deadly nightshade berries, but no one had said anything about taking them.
Well, she's already killed 1 kid today.
Capu was the nicest guy at the convent school. Lily liked him so much that she had even named her cockroach after him. That reminded her that she'd been meaning to punch air holes in the box for weeks.
Lily, nice to see you. I hope Shawnee didn't upset you too much. He's an idiot. I think you're great, just as you are.
Lily's heart skipped a beat. This might have been the nicest thing anyone ever said to her. The gargoyle seemed to worry about its companion, but it also didn't lift a finger to stop it from falling. Typical. The gargoyle had lost its balance long ago. Only a thin rope was stopping it from falling. Why didn't it just give up? Firecrackers. How did they ever get up there? The school clock was out of reach. Another treasure chest. Today was probably the happiest day in Lily's life. Right after the day she didn't have to eat rhubarb because one of her teeth had cracked.
Hey, don't touch it. That's my old Boy Scout equipment. Only certified Boy Scouts are allowed to touch it.
Lily had asked for a musket last Christmas. Instead, she'd been given a muskrat nibbling on gingerbread.
Hey, don't touch it. That's my old Boy Scout. I can tell you stories that'll make your ears ring. Some of them are about my old Boy Scout equipment, but only certified Boy Scouts are allowed to touch it. So get your hands. Oh.
There were 3 empty pedestals on the shelf. That could mean something. Or nothing at all. Someone had trapped the guinea pig in a glass. The animal took it in stride. It didn't even try breaking out. Oh, it wasn't the skeleton from biology class after all. It was just the old man again. From history class.
Like some of the geodes.
Oh, a visitor. What a rare animal. The hawk. But I don't mean the remake. I mean the original with extra ketchup, please. How rude of me. I forgot to tell you, how it used to be when the pyramids were built. I was the chief flogger on the north side. Yes, in my life I've unified Tibet, I said. Back then I served as a carpet beater under 3 different Dalai Lamas. For one of them, I was even there as a rebirth assistant in the maternity ward. It was very different from the year I was an interior decorator for the Mayas. Build a mythical sliding puzzle here, hide a few artifacts in dark alcoves over there. Oh yes, I was building secret crypts when you were still in the indie band. So old that lad. First, telling stories takes a... That's why I worked for a while. I just had to tell stories. For example, or about my time. Hmm? Oh, but I was just going to tell you, was it the story of how I tried? Oh, I know. I wanted to tell you how I helped the Templar Knights build the convent chapel, right?
Uh-huh.
I was particularly happy because I had eaten a banana. Or was I sad because all there was to eat was coconuts again? No, the coconuts were when the Trojan mayor gave me the key to the city for my heroic valor. Or was my heroic valor while building dikes in Atlantis? But I think I had an apple that day. Wasn't I a little more sleepy in Atlantis? And angry while building the chapel? Oh, what poppycock. I'm getting everything mixed up. Fortunately, I created a memory aid just for this anecdote, so that I'd remember the location of the secret crypts below the convent chapel. Uh-oh, someone tidied up the shelf. That's where the objects for my 3 E's should be. Emotion, engagement, and eating. Now I can't... can't make a fool of myself. Now, let's see. I know an instructive story about... Unfortunately, if I only knew, but right now all I can remember... 4, to be... As everyone knows, each different food creates exactly one emotion. For example, I was never sad if I'd packed a... I could only do heroic deeds on the other hand, if I was angry. Coconuts were always good. On this one specific day when I was helping the Templars, but I also wasn't sad. No, I haven't forgot. On the contrary, this is thanks to a little trick. All I need is the first E. It tells me
I know what they are. They're the masks. See if I can steal the hairpin.
Shibuya power! Shing! Shing! Nyoroshi Spiro!
She doesn't look any happier than before.
By the spring of Gugu Oshima!
Shing! Shing!
Still no, I bet it's the fault of those school bullies.
We hate them!
Exactly. They are just as bad as the authorities.
Or the dark forces.
Or the financial system.
Down with the dark forces!
Let them all perish in an endless inferno. Just look at her face.
Typical.
We're probably too extreme for her, and we are. Just like Riot Girl.
Riot Girl rules!
Shing! Shing! Don't you dare tell me you've never seen a Riot Girl anime or read a Riot Girl manga.
Right.
Ugh. That's what I thought.
Because the Riot Girl is totally shiny.
And Riot Girl is totally fine. That's why we're also totally fine.
Because Riot Girl is
That's why we have to destroy. You can help us if you want.
Down with the dark forces!
I already told you're not only a true
powers of the light.
And until you start helping us.
can always give them the bomb. Let's see what that does. Mind you, I think that has
Shawnee was mean. First he had stolen Lily's recipe, and now he was setting cobwebs at the well on fire. Still, Lily didn't think he deserved having spiders lay eggs in his eye sockets at night. Good children didn't have such thoughts.
Ooh, look who's coming to get her recipe back. If it isn't our little goody two-shoes Lily, you better split before I tie your shoelaces together. Or worse. Oh, you really want the recipe back, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Well, I didn't know that. Just give me a sec so I can wrap it up for you with a bow.
Hey.
Lily was touched. It was so rare for her to get presents.
You so don't have a clue, do you? Get lost, Lily, or I'll be forced to call you names. Yeah, I'm a real badass. Just face it. You're not tough enough to make any demands around here. Tell me, how come you even dared to come here anyway? You know we're not allowed to play in the garden anymore. Or did Mother Superior send you? You can tell your beloved Mother Superior that I don't give a damn about her stupid rules. Ha! But I bet you're too scared. You're scared of your echo, right? And you should be, because one day, when you least expect it, who knows? You might turn around and see that someone has stolen your milk.
That's just weird.
What? Now you're upset? Did the nasty boy bother you again?
Uh-huh.
You're such a crybaby. Well. What's this? Is this you standing up for yourself? Just look at you, Lily, with your bow and your braids. You don't actually think you could stand up to a bad boy like me, do you? I was playing with matches before you'd said your first morning prayer. How could I ever take someone like you seriously? Do you know how to spit cherry pits? Or hunt sparrows with a slingshot? Just face it. You'll never be as tough as me, and that means you won't get your recipe either.
Well, she's already murdered one boy today, so you're next.
Memphis was trembling all over. No wonder. The stove had gone out.
Huh? What? Quick! Close the door before anyone sees me! This is the last safe place in the entire convent, and I want it to stay that way. Don't even try talking me out of it. I'm staying here. It's much too dangerous out there.
Lily had no idea what Memphis was talking about, but he'd always been jumpy.
But someone might hear you, and then they'll take away my hiding place. And if they take away my hiding place, then I'll definitely be next. The stove is the safest place in the entire convent. You know, it has a corrupt steel casing, titanium reinforced interior walls, and is lead coated inside. I'd even survive a bomb attack in here. Now get lost before someone discovers me. If you're looking for your recipe, talk to Shawnee. He pocketed it. La 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 la. The end of the world is near.
Edna had apparently left an inscription here. Lily was touched. Edna was Lily's best friend.
What have you got now? I hope it's a weapon for the battle against... But that's a real detonator! And it's live!
You have to defuse it, Suka! Hurry!
But with what?
With the power of love!
What? Are you... Wait! I know! Phew, that was close.
We'll snitch to Mother Superior.
Exactly. This time you really went too far, Lily. What on earth are you thinking? You're even crazier than I thought.
Totally un-Gumbo.
Don't just stand there. Get that bomb away from us. Take it somewhere where it can't do any damage. A bomb-proof place, a fireproof drum, or something like that?
It was the perfect place to get rid of the detonator.
What's that? Well, what do you have there?
Lily could finally use the hairpin.
Does it have to blink like that?
Lily closed the door again to keep Memphis's hiding place safe.
Lily?
Something seemed to be wrong with Lily's ears today. She kept hearing all these sounds.
Two down.
The stove was black and empty, just like the mirror that always appeared in Lily's dreams.
Why do I feel that Lily is actually Harvey?
Perfect. The hairpin fit exactly into the holes. This was certainly not the ideal tool to loosen the screw, and as long as Lily didn't have a compelling reason, she didn't have to take the risk. Mother Superior drank a calming tea. Maybe she should switch brands.
Apple. Haven't done anything with them, so they're not. My friend's gonna come
Something was
around.
missing here. And even if it wasn't Lily's fault this time, she felt guilty anyway. Just as a prevention.
Hmm? What? Do we know each other?
Uh-huh.
What's the matter, sweetheart? Did you forget your question? Here's a small tip. The first E, it tells me whether I was sad, happy. The second E, it reminds me of whether I overcame the situation with strength. The third E stands for to remember. I have to know which.
So... that doesn't help. Ah! So I need to match the appropriate emotion with that and find out. For example, with an apple. So an apple's never been sad. I can only accomplish heroic when he wasn't sad. You can only do heroic. No. Oh, that's angry. That's sad. When you're angry, strength. So an apple is angry. Apple's packed. Oh no, that's wrong. Okay. Apple attacks, I've never been sad. And only they provide me with great strength. That's there. So that means Apple is happy. Because I've only was on days when I was not sad. When I was seething with anger, however, I was never able to show great strength. So. Coconuts have always been keeping me from drowsiness. Unless the bear is drowsy. Oh well. I'll figure that out. I need to get that banner. That doesn't help. It shows an eagle, not a...
Something was missing here. And even if it wasn't Lily's fault this time, she felt guilty anyway. Just as a prevention.
What are you creeping around here for? Feed the cat. Don't tell me you're done already. No, that's what I thought. I am slowly losing the will to keep constantly having to remind you children of what good values are. Take a look at the embroideries on the wall. They depict all of the important virtues. Superiority, strength, and self-control. I'm quite aware that self-control is missing. Do you think I'm blind? Now leave. I have to drink a calming tea. If you pass the classroom, remind Birgit to hurry up with her embroidering. If the self-control motif isn't finished today, I will really blow my top.
That's just...
The animal motifs were taboo for Lily. Mother Superior only allowed her to embroider crosses and lines. But Lily could barely manage even those and often received a scolding.
Stop that! I need that as a template! Don't even bother trying to distract me, Lily. Unlike you, I actually have a sense of duty. You don't get to be Mother Superior's favorite by just standing around like a moron all day. Like you. I work hard to get all those honors and rewards. The only thing I'm missing on my path to perfection is the Golden Girl Scouts badge on a ribbon. That's why I'm working overtime, to perfect my embroidering skills. Mother Superior loves the embroidery because the pictures of animals convey important values. But you wouldn't know anything about that. You've always been terrible at embroidering, and everything else for that matter. Why don't you get to the point already? You seem to be lacking a few important lessons in values and standards. Haven't you learned anything at all from my multi-award-winning embroidery? Each animal has an assigned character trait. Bears represent strength,
So I was
and
right.
deer stand for heroic valor. There are negative role models too, of course. The porcupine, for example, is especially slow and sleepy. That's why you'll never find one on one of my banners. But maybe it's in your family's coat of arms.
That reminds me, I actually don't know what my coat of arms. Mine basically has a... I'm not even sure what's on the shield.
In case you're wondering what I'm doing here, it's called embroidering. I know it's not your area of specialty. Otherwise, I doubt Mother Superior would have banned you from taking it. What a shame. I know how much you've always enjoyed embroidering.
Lily had to admit that Birgit was right. Her productive friend was really much more talented. But that was certainly no reason for Lily to wish an incurable disease on her. Neither a disease with an oozing rash, nor a disease that causes her to cough her lungs out.
And why not? I think it would suit her just perfectly. Actually, goo, I'm not sure what they are. They might be screws. Where are you, you dumbass? Oh well, you've seen it in Steam next time you're on there.
Oh, take your little boo-boos to Mother Superior. I'm not her deputy yet, but maybe that'll change
And there
once
goes
I've
life.
collected all my awards. I'm already her favorite. Quiet now. I just had a great idea for what I could put on the missing cafeteria banner. Damn, it's gone. Thanks a lot. Great job, Lily. If you want help, ask Mother Superior about a suitable animal role model. I'm already done with all my patterns. And remember, at this time of day, Mother Superior is always in the cafeteria, drinking a soothing tea. So don't wander into her office. We're not supposed to go in there alone. And hurry up. My grades depend on it. Stop bothering me. If you carry on like this, I'll never get my last award. The Golden Girl Scouts badge on a ribbon. Oh, yes.
Once again, Lily's efforts were in vain. Only Mother Superior could open the cabinet. The cabinet was locked as usual.
So coconut stops that. Which means a coconut has to be heroic. I don't know what they are. They just look like downward pointing arrows. Special day when I hit that. I was happy if I an apple. No, I was there. I was furious if I had a banana. Okay. Apples? I've never been sad because apples give strength, yes. Okay, I've tried this. Apples? I've never been sad. Because they give strength, yes. I was only able to do heroic deeds on days when I was not sad. When I seized his anger, however, I was never able to show great strength. So I just need those. I was neither happy why is that one there? Furious if I had a banana. Nor was he sad about a banana. Or happy about a coconut. That makes no sense. The wrong way around for it. I was neither happy about an apple nor furious about a banana. What are you trying to... That does not make sense. The first three are right, but the... No, I'm not going to skip that. I refuse to skip it. I've got the three masks, I've got the three fruits, now I need the motifs.
What was that? You impertinent little slug! I can't stand it when people gossip about me behind my back! The youth of today is becoming ever more insolent! No wonder, with all the violence and foul language in the media! If I could, I'd twist your heads off one by one! Where are my canning jars? I need something to calm my fingers. Otherwise, something terrible might happen here. Before you ask for more food again, it's been hours since I held a canning jar in my hand. My hands always get a bit nervous at times like this. They break everything they touch. Children's legs, children's arms. I just can't control them. Now I understand. You came to complain about the food, right? Well, then I have bad news for you. Children only get food from canning jars, and that's that. My hands are trained to twist the lids off. I haven't been wringing the necks of caged chickens for 20 years for nothing. Plus, I've got a court order that says I gotta open 10 jars a day. You can thank my idiotic lawyer for that. Anything else? Do I have to explain it to you with puppets? Mealtime ended long ago. The only thing that I'm still cooking today is food from Mother Superior's cat. And the food from Mother Superior herself. Or I should say I would. but my knife disappeared. And on top of that, the stove in the cellar has gone out. So I couldn't cook anything anyway. However, the most important thing is that Mother Superior still wanted to send a recipe to me. You don't happen to have it on you, do you? Forget the recipe. As long as the stove in the cellar is out, I won't be cooking anything anyway. I've had it up to here! Haven't I told you 1,000 times already? Get the hell out! Just wait! Can I have that? I need something to calm my fingers! Thanks! That was close! Now take your stuff and get out! Now!
The liquid smelled like Doris's breath, or the cap of the lawnmower's fuel tank, which Lily loved to play with. A note was pinned on the receipt holder.
Dear, crossed out, Ms. Zimmelbach, I have to say I'm very surprised by the way you fulfilled my request to send me a pet for my students' classroom. I had a real animal in mind, one that conveyed important values, like a puma or a boa constrictor. But the guinea pig you sent is useless to me. I've pickled it in alcohol to save it for the dissection class in biology. Send me a proper animal immediately, or you will not have heard the last of me. Regardless, Mother Superior Ignatz.
Either there was a picture missing here, or there was one too many hooks.
Woohoo!
Why are there peepholes?
Lily thought this idea was delightful. The guinea pig was bound to make a huge impression as an animal role model.
At least this is a regular animal motif. But do you think it also conveys really important values?
Of course it did. Guinea pigs were cute and small, but always cheerful. Lily always tried to follow their example.
Uh-huh. Well, if you say so. Come back in a few minutes. If you don't bother me, I won't take long.
Birgit has finally finished the new banner, but what's that? A small, dirty guinea pig? Birgit didn't really make this, did she? Uh-huh. That can't be true. Can I not rely on anyone here? Just you wait. She'll get what's coming to her. I can't even tell you how disappointed I am in you, Birgit. This is the worst job I've seen in my entire career. But don't talk back. You are bad. I will probably have to strip you of all your awards, prizes, and Girl Scout badges. You no longer deserve any of them.
But I only did what?
Hogwash! Do you really wish to contradict me? I can't believe how low you've sunk, Birgit. A guinea pig? It's unbelievable! Your work is an insult to the entire convent. Get rid of it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Your whining won't make up for your failures. Just in case you decide not to waste my time with your ineptitude anymore. Here is a motif that's worth immortalizing on a banner. The puma. Strong, precise, dignified. A symbol of self-control.
Okay, I'm guessing I had to figure out which one he had. On this special day, I was neither happy about a banana, which doesn't fit, because they are sad, or happy about an apple, so it couldn't have been an apple, so he wasn't feeling strong, and he wasn't furious about a banana, but that doesn't fit, so it could be a banana, but he wasn't sad about a banana, so angry. Ah, that doesn't fit. Okay. For example, with apples packed, I've never been sad. So you cannot be sad with an apple. Because an apple gives you great strength. I was only able to accomplish heroic deeds on days when I was not sad. So that cannot be sad. When I was receiving anger, however, I was never able to show great strength. So anger cannot be there or there. And drowsiness. So that means a coconut would be heroic. But it cannot be sad. So coconut would be angry. And the banana is the sad, drowsy one. Now let's say this fits. I was neither happy about banana. I was not happy about an apple, so nor furious. it's not sad about a banana. Oh, happy about a coconut. So we'll try coconut, angry, heroic.
Hmm? What? Do we know each other?
Uh-huh.
I don't think I got it right. I think it actually is. It's the only one that fits.
Hmm? What? Do we know each other?
Uh-huh.
Did I tell you about my memory aid yet? I don't think so. All I need or more... Oh, wait. Wasn't I just about to tell you something? Fortunately, I created a memory aid just for this anecdote. Ah, exactly. Now I remember. On that day, I was particularly angry. We had just laid the stone slabs in the chapel when the Templar Knights returned from a secret meeting. They examined my work and praised me for doing a heroic job. Then they gave me a coconut. It was one of the greatest days of my life. Here, I even still have the book in which I wrote everything down, including the meaning of the secret Templar symbols on the stone slabs. And now please leave me alone. All this reminds me too much of how I once helped a little girl uncover the mystery of the secret crypt below the chapel. One day I really have to tell you that story.
The book contained the recorded memories of the elders. Most of it was faded. Only the chapter on the construction of the convent chapel was still legible. That would certainly interest Frank. I'd like to be able to say that she was thinking, but Lily was...
What's the matter now? My goodness, that does look very interesting.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. At least those are the same symbols as on the stone slabs, but the pattern is full of gaps. I'm a pro when it comes to riddles. That's why all I need is a single glance to be able to declare without a doubt that, yes, this is a riddle. But the solutions page seems to be missing. This book is useless to me like that. Unless, of course, you have the solution.
As the mothership finally lifted off. Oh god. It suddenly dawned on Brother Bobo that he should arrange the coat of arms of the four orders so that the same symbol is not found in the same row, column, or even quadrant. Hereafter, only the position of the secret crypt would still be needed to determine due to this static anomaly in the convent's foundations. It was possible to place the crypt to the left of the Warren Lions coat of arms, which lay direct beneath the Clover Pig's coat of arms. This meant that it had to be placed somewhere to the right of it. The Order of the Snake Talk Bears insisted the coat of arms lay somewhere above the secret entrance, where this angered the Brotherhood on the urn-shaped wooden owls, which placed its coat of arms directly below the corresponding stone slabs, but in the end the snake-tongued bears demands were met. Under great protest, the Order of the Cloversmith Locksmiths placed its coat of arms to the right of the crypt. Moreover, it was also forced to deal with the humiliation that this means that the emblem now has to be placed into the mosaic directly beneath another herald animal of the Warren Lions. Okay, so it's left of a lion, south of a bear, west of a lockpick. That has to be a lockpick. That has to be a lion. That has to be a lion. That has to be a lion. That has to be whatever that one is, which makes that one there, that one there, and now fill in the rest. Easy. No, that doesn't work.
Yes! Yes! That has to be it! I have solved the mystery! Thanks for holding the book all this time. You're blocking the way. May I?
As soon as Frank stopped drilling, Lily was finally able to draw Garrett out of his shell. Lily crouched inside the confession booth and waited. All was quiet in the chapel, except for Frank, who could barely contain his excitement.
Wow! If these bones aren't evidence of a church conspiracy, I'll eat Tom Hanks' double chin. And what's that? Hey, this just keeps going. Let me just drill through this stone slab and... Look, that's a sword! A real Templar sword! It's incredible! Man, it sure is wedged in tightly. I hope that isn't a load-bearing strut beam.
The impact echoed through the entire church. Lily was tempted to look, but then she heard approaching steps.
3 down.
It's so blissfully quiet. I can finally take up my listening post again.
Hey, what's going on? Is that you, Lily? Do you think that's funny? Let me out, now!
Lily felt uncomfortable about it. Locking someone into a confession booth was probably not appropriate for a well-behaved girl. On the other hand, she was doing Edna a big favor. She could hardly wait to tell her best friend all about it.
So, Garrett is out of the picture. Very good. But I'm still in danger. Before I can leave the convent, you have to help me cover my tracks. The doctor can't find out that I was ever here. Could you do that for me?
Uh-huh.
Great. Let's see. First, you have to get rid of the balloon that I left in the main hall. It even has my portrait on it. The doctor would recognize me immediately. I also played with firecrackers down by the school clock. Let's just say it was part of a weather experiment, and I would have succeeded if I'd had a real DeLorean. You can't imagine how hard it is to get a lawnmower up to 80 miles per hour. And of course, you have to remove the inscription on the swing tree. It hurts me just as much as you, but I could hardly leave the doctor better evidence that I was here than that. Do you think you can handle all that?
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Lily. You're the best.
The embroidery was of a unicorn with 8 legs. Lily loved the unusual embroidery more than anything, but she didn't know who had made it. When asked about it, Mother Superior was even more vexed than usual.
Hello, Lily. I was just thinking of Riot Girl. Riot Girl is because Riot Girl wears. Don't you think that's total? Suka also, and Suka likes Shibuya is. Don't you think so? Yeah. I think way too much about things. My brain is getting all fuzzy. But Riot Girl is.
Lily was delighted. She'd never seen a living clown up close before. Only the dead one that appeared at her window at night.
There's nothing wrong with this girl.
You.
Oh, another one of them. Get lost. I'm not in the mood for jokes today. You're probably wondering what I'm doing here, right? My name is Ernest. Funny Ernest. And I applied as a child therapist here. But no, Mother Superior had already found someone else. That Dr. Marcel. A nuthouse shrink. Can you believe it? I wouldn't let that guy anywhere near my kids. Even if I knew where they were. That's what I get for retraining as a psychologist. Laughter is the best therapy. Great idea. I've been waiting for a gig for months. I should have stayed a plumber. What?
No.
Oh. You want to see a few tricks, don't you? I knew I shouldn't have said that. Okay. I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a cute balloon animal, and you leave me in peace, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right? What's it gonna be? A wrench? Why not? I know all about wrenches. Just don't ask me about Dr. Marcel. I wouldn't let that guy anywhere near my kids, even if I knew where they were. He's a bitter, evil man. He's known everywhere for hating children. Ever since a little girl shoved him down the stairs. Serves him right. That old twit.
Oh, this is a sequel?
You?
Why are you staring at my cigarettes like that? They're not for sensitive children like you. Got it? I used to be a plumber. Now I plumb people's souls. What's so hard to understand?
What Lily now did was actually void of all logic, and she could already hear uproar of the online reviewer, but she did it anyway. The online reviewers sounded a bit hoarse today. Maybe they shouldn't smoke so much.
Dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust.
Done. Now only 2 pieces of evidence were left to completely erase Edna's tracks. The clown had just left his cigarettes here. He must have been in a great hurry.
Lily, I really have to ask you something. Do you like me?
Uh-huh.
Thank goodness. I wasn't really sure, because there's something on my mind. It's about my feelings, and I'd like to ask you a really huge favor. Would you do something for me?
Uh-huh.
Really? Wow, I'm so excited. Okay, calm down, Kapu. So, would you give this letter to Shy?
Uh-huh.
I really have to meet her. So, could you just give her the letter? Man, that's so cool of you. You're really the best, Lily.
Oh, what fabulous thing do you have there? Is it for me by any chance?
Lily hesitated. Certainly not because she begrudged Shy her meeting with Kapu. No. She was worried. Who knew what sort of things could be in the envelope? A snake? A scorpion? The anthrax virus? In the end, she decided to give Shy the letter, after all.
Uh-huh. Wow! It's from Kapu! A date? Oh, how exciting! I have to put on more glitter.
Apparently, the letter didn't contain the anthrax virus. Thank goodness. The sword was almost long enough to reach the firecrackers. But only almost. Lily needed some kind of extendable arm.
Okay, an arm.
The sword may not have reached the firecrackers or the rope, but it fit perfectly into the mesh of the clock hands. So perfectly that it got stuck in there. Now what was Lily to do? Wait until the gargoyle dropped down of its own accord? She didn't have that much time. The clock in the tower sounded duller than usual today. Was it really that late already?
Oops.
Done. Now only 1 piece of evidence was left to completely erase Edna's tracks. Apparently, Birgit had set down her work, but she had completed the banner with the puma motif. Too bad that Lily couldn't congratulate her on the good job she'd done anymore.
That is just disturbing. So, I'm guessing I'm going to have to kill all the children.
Ah, that's what I call an outstanding motif. Effective and controlled. A symbol of complete self-control. Just like the directors of this convent. This will impress the doctor. Come along, Lily. Birgit has earned another award. Her diligence and reliability will be rewarded with a celebration.
Lily almost jumped in the air with excitement. There hadn't been a celebration in the convent for a very long time. Mother Superior had already begun the ceremony when Lily entered the classroom. It was a lovely celebration. The only odd thing was that Birgit was nowhere to be seen.
And I hereby award you a Golden Girl Scouts badge on a ribbon. Your embroidering skills and excellent sense of duty are a superb example to your fellow students. You, Birgit, are a textbook example of how strict and systematic guidance can result in great achievements. Ah, Lily, follow the example of your fellow student and do some cleaning. If only all children were as conscientious as Birgit.
The celebration was very short, but Lily enjoyed it anyway.
That's
this
even
was
worse.
probably the best day of her life.
Lily, go hang
Lily
yourself.
thought that the Girl Scouts badge was much too precious to leave lying about like that. She put it in her pocket just to be safe.
Now I can try this thing.
Hey, don't touch it. That's my own. But that the Golden Girl, I had no idea. I was a Boy Scout once, you know. Well, knock me over with my things over there. They're lying in that chest, you know. Because among Scouts there's no such thing as ownership and...
Lily was used to not looking at knives anymore. She found the enticing way the light twinkled on them a little disturbing.
What do you have there? Is that my knife? Uh-huh. It's just unbelievable that a little brat like you is running around with a knife. Let me tell you, the youth of today are as rotten as next week's canned goulash. Don't you know how much damage a knife like that can do? Uh-uh. Did I show you? Uh-uh. You see? So hand it over before you hurt someone. Unbelievable. A little girl with a knife. So irresponsible. Here, take this chainsaw instead. Now that I have my knife back, I won't need it anymore.
Ah. Well, at least I can get the tree. You might want to move.
Suka didn't seem to notice Lily. Lily didn't hold it against her. She didn't need Suka's attention, so why should she long for Suka to fall off the swing and break all her bones? There was no reason at all to have thoughts such as these. Lily had a brilliant idea. High-proof alcohol was an excellent fuel substitute for the gasoline chainsaw. Mother Superior would really be proud of her.
At least that was obvious.
Done. Lily had finished all of Edna's jobs and had gotten rid of all the evidence. She could hardly wait to tell her best friend all about it.
Lily, thank God. I have a new and much more serious problem. I can't find my diary anywhere, and all my escape plans are written in it. I even drew a map where I marked my hiding place. So forget about getting rid of the evidence. No, just forget it. It wasn't important anyway. The diary now has top priority. Please, help me look for it. If Mother Superior gets her hands on it, I'm done for. It has to be somewhere around here.
Of course, Lily immediately knew what to do. She immediately knew what to do. Oh, man.
It's a little bit depressing, and so far I've killed 5 of the kids. And a clown.
Was that really so hard? The diary was lying right there. Or hanging, rather. The telltale drawings were dangling from the claw of a dumb, gawking pigeon. The moment Lily tried to grab the diary, the pigeon rose in the air and carried it to the roof of the convent, where it disappeared in the rafters above Mother Superior's office.
That's what happens when a kid dies.
Gawking certainly wasn't going to help. Once again, Lily's path led her back towards the lion's den.
Yeah, well... There's the first victim. He was eaten alive by termites. Oh. That's what's left of the second victim. He was incidentally in the furnace when I threw a bomb in there to detonate it. That's the clown there that was there for counselling, and I dropped a chandelier on his head. That was a waifu and her new boyfriend. I dropped a gargoyle on their head to get to the firecrackers. That was the star student that I tricked her into doing something wrong, and she hung herself. And that was a little archaeological guy that wanted to find a Templar grave, but instead the cross fell down on top of his head, and there's someone locked in there. So far.
To show Shawnee that she was certainly tough enough to shoot at sparrows, but unfortunately her musket wasn't loaded. It didn't make for a very good weapon. Lily had seen in a picture book men in funny costumes loading their muskets with little balls. Ever since then, she'd been secretly practicing these movements at night.
So that's what the...
Hooray! The marbles were the perfect ammunition for the musket. Lily might have missed the sparrows, but her effect on Shawnee was apparent. He actually seemed a little impressed. Shawnee seemed very anxious. Lily preferred not to talk to him in this state. She didn't want to risk him pulling out her braids, but she also needed the recipe. What could she do to get a nasty boy like Shawnee to calm down? Shawnee didn't seem to be interested. Maybe he needed a different kind of sedative.
Ah.
Lily had heard that cigarettes were supposed to have a soothing effect. Hooray! What a great job Lily had done. Shawnee seemed to feel much better already. You could tell by the way his pupils were slowly rotating towards the inside. Lily had heard that cigarettes and his hands.
There you go. Another dead.
What a nice animal. So proud. Such shiny feathers. Hopefully Lily would have time to play with it later.
Oh, where's the recipe? So who else can I kill?
You have the recipe? Uh-huh. Well then, let me see it. I can manage that. Duck roast for Lumpy. Good choice. All I need is the canned food for Mother Superior's meal from the cellar. But I can't start cooking again anyway. As long as the stove isn't working, Mother Superior will have to wait for the cat food. Huh. I wouldn't want to be in your shoes when you give her the news.
I wonder if Suka's actually still alive. Nope. So, how many kids are left?
The yard waste was rotting away leisurely in the composting bin. A paradise for maggots and spiders. Lily couldn't stop watching the fascinating activity in there. This had to be the canned food Doris was talking about. Lily selected pigeon flavor.
Already.
Lily had placed the log in the stove. Now she just had to light it.
down the canned food. Uh-huh. Very good. I guess that means I can start cooking the meal now. I'll put the roast for the cat in the dumbwaiter right away. But I won't be able to fit anything else in there. I can't send Mother Superior's food up until you put the empty plate back in the dumbwaiter. Got it? Uh-huh. Yeah, let's just hope so.
Nope. Wrong one.
Oh, there's the missing child. I was beginning to hope you'd been eaten by a wild animal on the way. But at least you brought the food. I have to finish a few tasks now. Feed Lumpy while I'm gone. And don't even think about leaving the office before the work is done.
How disappointing. It seemed Lumpy didn't feel like eating roast at all. How would Lily ever finish her task now? How disappointing. It seemed Lumpy didn't feel like eating roast at all. How would Lily ever finish her task now? Cat food with pigeon flavoring. The cafeteria never served anything this delicious.
Oh god, the cat's gonna end up at the plant.
Lumpy obviously enjoyed the pigeon-flavored cat food, and it really looked like he already had an idea where to get second. Too bad the wall was too smooth for his claws. Someone was in a rush. Oh, that's what Lumpy had smelled. The pigeon that had stolen Edna's diary was sitting on one of the beams. Lily kept the idea at the back of her mind. It was a tricky plan, but Lily was running out of options.
My goodness! I see that Lumpy has finally had a meal. Why, this is quite a surprise. Perhaps all hope is not lost for you yet after all. And now leave me alone. Maybe I was too strict with the girl and her fellow students. They're only children after all.
Most of them are dead, though.
Was I too hasty, Lord? Should I stop Dr. Marcel from coming before he tries his new method on the children? Please, give me a sign. What's that? A dove? Or at least a pigeon of peace? Is this your sign? Should I spare the children? Oh, Lord, thank you. What? That those damn children!
When Lily walked into the sleeping quarters, Edna was gone. All she found was a hastily scribbled letter on her bed.
Take care, Lilyfred. I have to go. This situation is getting too hot for me to stay. I'll wait for you at the swing tree for a bit. If you hurry, you might still catch me. Otherwise, you can find my hiding place in the map in my diary. I'm sure you've already found it, right? Stay dirty. Love, Edna.
The letter made Lily nervous. She had to catch up with Edna at all costs.
Psst! Lily, hurry! This way! The Doctor and Mother Superior are already hot on your heels.
Lily looked all around in surprise. What kind of strange place was this?
You're probably asking yourself what kind of strange place this is, right? But there's no time for explanations now. Come on, hurry!
First, Lily wanted to play with Garrett's stuff for a while.
Where are they?
They can't be far.
On the other hand, she wasn't interested in these technical knickknacks at all.
Stop dragging! Let's go! Stop! That's Dr. Marcel with Mother Superior. I don't think they've seen us yet.
She isn't in her bunk, but she can't be far.
I'm surprised that you tolerate this kind of insubordination in your convent.
I'll have the entire ground search for her immediately.
Do that. All of this seems unpleasantly familiar to me.
Let's go! This is our chance!
When Lily reached the swing tree, she found no trace of Edna. Garrett had vanished too, but the remnants of Edna's diary were lying in the grass. It had been burned and was no longer readable. Only the map of Edna's hiding place could still be deciphered. Ah, it's a cave at Moor Lake. Lily was just trying to memorize the way when...
Psst! Lily! Hide! Dr. Marcel and Mother Superior are coming! Oh no! Too late!
There she is!
Ha! You probably thought you could escape my examination, huh? Or is there another reason for disobeying Mother Superior's instructions?
Uh-huh.
Well, let's hear it. Entertain us. This is taking too long for my taste.
Was that really necessary?
Not really, but it brought some satisfaction to an old man who has had to deal with defiant children one too many times.
You must not contradict adults. You must not lie. You must not play with fire. You must not use sharp objects. You must not touch alcohol. You must not hang around dangerous places. You must not lose control. And you must never follow your own wishes. Woogie, woogie. Woogie, woogie.
Oogie.
Pah! Woogie indeed!
And? Did it work?
We'll find out in a moment. Lily, I'm sure you can tell me who's responsible for all the chaos in this institution. The chaos, Lily. Who's responsible?
Now Start talking, you useless
Remain calm, Mother Superior. She'll answer. She'll answer. Do you know the answer, Lily? Who's responsible? You can tell me, can't you?
What's going on? What did she say?
This case is more complicated than I thought. It's eminently important that you tell me something. Do you know a girl by the name of Edna?
Why do you ask?
I think I've just pinpointed the root of all this evil. It's good that I was able to install all of the important behavioral blocks inside Lily with the aid of my new hypnotherapy.
Hypnotherapy?
Hypnosuggestion, to be precise. The light diodes that I've installed in the eyes of this stuffed rabbit help me take direct control over Lily's free will. From now on, she will behave very calmly. But here, just try it out for yourself.
Try it out?
That's right. She's now as obedient as a little lamb.
Well...
Go ahead.
Lily, serve the doctor and me some tea.
Bravo! Ha ha ha! Well, I'm thirsty anyway. What do you say now, Lily? Would you like to serve her some tea?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I will continue this tomorrow. I'll be back in about 20 minutes.